So my private clients and students say that learning this one thing makes creating their video content so much easier. Want to know what it is? Stay tuned because that's coming up next. Welcome back. It's Tracy Phillips at videoscriptsuccess.com, where I help you take your brilliant but scattered ideas and turn them into engaging marketing videos. So listen, make sure that you hit the pretty red subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a tip, a trick, or a tool to help you make great online videos. Today we're going to talk about your customer journey because this is the work that you need to do so that your audience feels like you're speaking directly to them. You know, when you're watching a video and you're like, oh my gosh, she's talking just to me. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to figure out what we need to do to make sure your audience feels like they belong. So here's what we want to do. We want to create relevant and engaging videos, right, that are made for someone who's experiencing you for the first time. So they're experiencing your expertise for the very first time. And that means you have to put on your newbie shoes, right? So we have to think about where were they before they found you and where are they going to be after they take your program, buy your product, work with you as a coach, right? And then there are micro steps in between before they find you and after they work with you. And those micro steps are your micro nurture videos. Ta-da! But before I tell you how exactly to do that, I want to talk about a couple common pitfalls that happen in the video world. So the first pitfall is the curse of knowledge. And these are the videos that you see where they're videos created from the perspective of what you know and not from the perspective of what your audience needs to know, right? These are the videos where you forgot to put yourself into the newbie shoes, and then you end up talking at your audience and not with them, right? So let me give you an example. I'm going to show by example of the curse of knowledge. You're too close. You know too much. It's not a bad thing, but we have to, again, step back and put those newbie shoes on. So let's say that you are an expert runner, and you have an 8-week live course that you're going to run newbie runners, people who have never run before. They're overweight, they're out of shape, they're couch potatoes, they have never put on a pair of sneakers before, so they know nothing about running, right? So when we talk about a nurture sequence, a nice arc, getting people into that course, here's what it should look like. The first video would, of course, be what I call the seeds of change. You're planting the seeds of change, right? Running is great for you. It's going to change your life. You feel like you're out of shape. You don't know what to do. You're low on energy. This is why running is so great for you. You give the what and the whys of running. This is a great video. It inspires them. They're like, yes, I want the next video. And the next video would be, well, most people say stretching. Teach them how to stretch before they run. That is not right. You, as a runner, would stretch next, right? But you know how to run. They have never run before. So what's going through their head? They're going, what should I wear? I don't know what to wear. Do I have to wear those really ugly froggy shoesies? I don't really want to wear those. Okay, so your next video would be about what to wear, where to find it. So you need to give them the fundamentals, the real basics, step way, way, way back to what will help them succeed. Because again, we want them to succeed. We want them to know, like, and trust you, right? So they keep following you and they're following you along, and then you get to the next video. And what's the next video? Okay, now we can stretch. No, not ready to stretch yet, right? So now we might talk about foods that can help your running or hurt them. Talk about nutrition. We can talk about running form, but we are not going to hit the pavement. Why? First of all, it's unkind to your audience. They're not ready yet. But second of all, that's what your paid course is, right? So your paid course is a running course. So get them set up, get them ready, get them, giving them little micro wins each time so they're ready and they're excited to start running. So that's what a story arc would look like from the perspective of your audience, right? So don't fall into that curse of knowledge. So another pitfall I see is trying to impress your audience with the alphabet soup that lives after your name. Listen, I think it's great that you went and you got all those degrees, but guess who doesn't care? Your audience, right? You think that gives you authority. You say it so that they believe you. They believe you if you're giving them information that they haven't heard before, and you're giving it to them in a way that they can digest it in small bites. Are you getting the memo here? Small, digestible, little videos that help move them along, right? Okay, and the third pitfall is the fire hose of information, right? You just keep talking at them. You're not talking with them. You're just going to give them everything, because a lot of people think you have to put a lot of stuff into the video. No, no, no. One thing at a time. Remember when I talked about that running example, it's one small thing. Here's nutrition. One small thing. Here's what to wear. You know, this is why you do the customer journey and you plot out the little micro steps that someone would need to take in order to have success working with you, which brings me to how you're going to structure your video content so that your audience wants to keep watching along, right? So how do you come up with some content? What I like to do with my students and my clients is we start way back at the beginning. So when I talk about plotting out your customer journey, right? We start at the beginning when they find you, and we go to the end, you know, and you've had success and all the micro steps they take in between. Well, guess what? There's a whole bunch of really great opportunity before they even find you that's going to help bring them in, right? So that's the questions I like to ask. So you might want to write this down of what have they tried before that hasn't worked? Right? So what are some of the things that your audience may have tried before that isn't working? And then you can create a myth busting video on that. Or you can create a why it didn't work for you and why working with you would work, why you're different. These are all things before we even get to micro plotting out any of the steps that they need to take in your course. You have all of this information that's going to bring them in, because it's like, oh yeah, I did try that and it didn't work. If we go back to the running example, right? Like maybe they tried to get out there and exercise before, but they didn't have all of that nurture content ahead of time. So you want to make sure that you're giving your audience, you're talking to your audience at their level. Meet them where they are. Okay, now I keep talking about plotting out the micro steps of success working with you, right? This is going to be your video content. So now I want you to take out that piece of paper again and really plot it out this time, right? You have all of those videos that you're going to create before they meet you, where they're struggling, what they tried, what didn't work. And now we're actually going to, what are the steps and how many steps are there to get success working with you, right? So for me, it's 7 or 8, depending on my program. For you, it might be 4 or it might be 12. It doesn't matter as long as you know those steps. And then your micro videos, your nurture videos leading up to selling your course, your coaching, your product are going to mirror all of those steps. And remember to step back, look at each of them and say, from a newbie's perspective, what can I share here that's going to help them move forward? Okay, that's it. That's how you create a lot of great video content that speaks directly to your audience, right? Plot out that customer journey. Really put some thought into what are the micro steps that they need to take from a foundational level, right? So step way back into those newbie shoes. That's going to help them get to know, like, and trust you. Now here's what I need you to do. I need you to hit that pretty red subscribe button. Then I need you to hit that notification bell so that you know when my video comes out next. It'll be in 1 week, because I'm here with you every week. And if you're like, no, Tracy, I want more. Okay, then go check out my video, The 5 C's of Video Success, and I'll see you here next week.